Do you struggle to manage your emotions in difficult situations? Have you ever felt like your emotions were holding you back in your personal or professional life? Emotional intelligence has become a buzzword in recent years, and for good reason. In today's fast-paced and complex world, it's more important than ever to be able to understand and manage our emotions effectively. But what exactly is emotional intelligence? And how can we develop it in ourselves? These are just a few of the questions that the book, Emotional Intelligence, by Daniel Goleman seeks to answer. Daniel Goleman is a renowned psychologist and author who has written extensively on the topic of emotional intelligence. He has a PhD from Harvard University and has won numerous awards for his work, including the Lifetime Career Award from the American Psychological Association. Goleman's writing is known for its accessibility and practicality, making his work a valuable resource for anyone interested in developing their emotional intelligence. Let's see together the top 5 takeaways from this book. Takeaway number 1. Emotional intelligence is not fixed and can be developed through intentional effort and practice. Emotional intelligence is not a static trait that one either has or doesn't have. Rather, it is a set of skills that can be developed and honed over time with intentional effort and practice. One of the primary ways that emotional intelligence can be developed is through self-awareness. By taking the time to reflect on one's own emotions and the way they impact our thoughts, behaviors, and interactions with others, we can begin to gain greater control over our emotional responses. This can involve journaling, mindfulness practices, or working with a therapist or coach who specializes in emotional intelligence development. Another way to develop emotional intelligence is by practicing empathy. This involves not only understanding the emotions of others but also being able to relate to them on a deep level. By actively seeking to understand others' perspectives and emotions, we can become more skilled at managing our own emotions in social situations, leading to more positive and productive interactions with others. Finally, developing emotional intelligence requires ongoing effort and practice. It's not enough to simply read a book or attend a seminar on emotional intelligence and expect to become an expert overnight. Rather, it takes consistent effort and practice to develop the skills necessary to become emotionally intelligent. This might involve setting aside time each day for self-reflection, seeking out feedback from others, or actively seeking out opportunities to practice empathy and emotional regulation in real-world situations. Takeaway number 2. Self-awareness allows us to recognize and regulate our emotions effectively. Self-awareness is a fundamental aspect of emotional intelligence and involves the ability to understand and recognize our own emotions, thoughts, and behaviors. Without self-awareness, it can be difficult to regulate our emotions effectively, which can lead to negative consequences in both our personal and professional lives. Self-awareness starts with the ability to recognize our own emotions and understand how they influence our thoughts and actions. This requires an honest and open examination of our own emotional states, including the ability to identify our triggers and the circumstances that tend to evoke certain emotions. For example, if we are aware that we tend to become angry in response to criticism, we can begin to develop strategies for managing this emotion more effectively when we encounter critical feedback. Once we have developed self-awareness, we can begin to regulate our emotions more effectively. This involves being able to control our emotional responses in a way that is appropriate to the situation at hand. For example, if we become upset during a disagreement with a colleague, we can use our self-awareness to recognize our emotional state and then employ strategies such as deep breathing, taking a break, or rephrasing our thoughts to respond more calmly and effectively. In addition to helping us regulate our own emotions, self-awareness is also important for our relationships with others. When we are aware of our own emotional states, we are better able to recognize and respond to the emotions of others. This can help us to build more positive and supportive relationships with those around us, as we are better able to understand their perspectives and respond in ways that are empathetic and compassionate. Takeaway number 3. Empathy enables us to understand and relate to the emotions of others. This skill is critical for building positive and productive relationships, as it allows us to connect with others on a deeper level and respond to their emotions in a way that is both supportive and respectful. At its core, empathy involves both cognitive and emotional components. Cognitively, empathy involves the ability to understand the perspective and emotional state of others. This requires us to put ourselves in their shoes, to see things from their point of view, and to imagine how they might be feeling in a given situation. This cognitive aspect of empathy allows us to develop a deeper understanding of others, to identify their needs and concerns, and to respond to them in a way that is sensitive and effective. Emotionally, empathy involves the ability to connect with others on an emotional level. This requires us to recognize and share in the emotions of others, to feel what they are feeling, and to respond in a way that is supportive and compassionate. This emotional aspect of empathy allows us to build trust, rapport, and intimacy with others, and to create a sense of shared understanding and connection that is essential for healthy relationships. By developing empathy, we become better able to navigate the complex and often challenging emotions of others, to respond to them in a way that is both sensitive and effective. This can be especially important in professional settings, where strong relationships and effective communication are key to success. Empathy can help us to build stronger teams, to collaborate more effectively, and to create a culture of mutual respect and support that can lead to greater productivity and success. Takeaway number 4. Developing emotional intelligence can have a range of benefits, both personally and professionally. By becoming more aware of our own emotions and those of others, we can improve our relationships, build resilience, and make better decisions. One key benefit of developing emotional intelligence is improved relationships. When we are able to understand and regulate our own emotions, we become better able to connect with others on a deeper level. This can help us to build more positive and supportive relationships with colleagues, friends, and family members, as we are better able to understand their perspectives and respond in ways that are empathetic and compassionate. Another benefit of emotional intelligence is greater resilience. When we are able to regulate our own emotions effectively, we become more resilient in the face of adversity. We are better able to manage stress, bounce back from setbacks, and maintain a positive outlook even in challenging situations. This can help us to stay focused and productive in our personal and professional lives, even when we encounter obstacles or setbacks. In addition, emotional intelligence can lead to better decision-making. When we are aware of our own emotional states and those of others, we are better able to make decisions that are sensitive and effective. We are better able to consider the perspectives of others, to weigh the potential consequences of our actions, and to make decisions that are grounded in empathy and compassion. This can lead to better outcomes in our personal and professional lives, as we are better able to navigate complex situations and make decisions that are both strategic and ethical. Takeaway number 5. Emotional intelligence can be applied in various contexts and can have a positive impact on all areas of our lives. By developing our emotional intelligence, we become better equipped to navigate the complex and often challenging emotions of others, to communicate effectively, and to build positive and productive relationships. In the workplace, emotional intelligence can be particularly valuable. When we are able to understand and regulate our own emotions, we become better equipped to handle stressful situations, communicate effectively with colleagues, and build strong and productive teams. Emotional intelligence can also help us to manage conflict more effectively, as we are better able to recognize and respond to the emotions of others in a way that is respectful and empathetic. In personal relationships, emotional intelligence can be equally important. When we are able to manage our own emotions, we become better equipped to connect with others on a deeper level. We are better able to communicate effectively, to build trust and intimacy, and to navigate the complex emotions that can arise in any relationship. Emotional intelligence can also help us to be more compassionate and understanding towards our loved ones, which can strengthen our bonds and help us to build more fulfilling and supportive relationships. In addition to the workplace and personal relationships, emotional intelligence can also have a positive impact on our overall well-being. When we are able to understand and regulate our own emotions, we are better equipped to manage stress, to maintain a positive outlook, and to cultivate a sense of inner peace and contentment. Emotional intelligence can also help us to identify our own needs and priorities, which can help us to make better decisions and to live more fulfilling and purposeful lives. Overall, Emotional Intelligence is a must-read for anyone looking to improve their emotional intelligence skills. Through engaging stories and practical advice, Goleman provides readers with the tools they need to better understand and manage their emotions, as well as navigate complex social situations with confidence. Top 5 takeaways. Emotional intelligence is not fixed and can be developed through intentional effort and practice. Self-awareness allows us to recognize and regulate our emotions effectively. Empathy enables us to understand and relate to the emotions of others. Developing emotional intelligence can have numerous benefits, including improved relationships, greater resilience, and better decision-making. Emotional intelligence can be applied in various contexts and can have a positive impact on all areas of our lives. Improve yourself, improve your life with Level Up BookTube. In the comments below, let us know what you'd like to watch in the next video. If you enjoyed the video, give a thumb up and remember to subscribe not to miss the next ones. Thanks for watching.